discussing about our book project that our wonderful teacher, Mr. Wise, assigned to us. We had so much fun reading this book, and we're delighted to do the reading logs, the essay, and the small article. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Was that on the script?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Alright. How was my acting?
You sold it, man.
I bet Mr. Wise is going to give us a low grade because of that. Nah, I'm just kidding, Mr. Wise. We really enjoyed this project, and the best part was making this video. Alright, let's get to it. Here's Roger to tell us what we have in store for you today.
Okay, so we read The Life of Pi by Jan Martel, and this book is composed of 3 parts, which are Part 1, Part 2, and of course, Part 3. And the first part is the extremely boring part. It's just about Pi's life, how he was born in India and the son of a zoo owner in Pondicherry, and how he was given the name Pisin Patel.
Oh, man, just you talking about it makes it so boring. We're going to kill our audience with boredom.
So how should we tell them the story?
Like this. Okay, kids, forget all the unimportant, boring details. This book consists of 8 major events, which revolve around the story. Just like the professor just told you, Pi's an Indian kid who lives in Pondicherry. He's the son of a zoo owner, right? And he is always taught to be careful around the animals, especially the tigers, who pose a very, very big threat to humans.
Okay, Pi. You must never, ever, 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 ever get close to the cage of a Bengal tiger.
Okay, Father.
Otherwise, this can happen to you. I'm just kidding, son. But really, don't get close to him or any of the other animals in the zoo. Because even the guinea pigs can kill in a time of desperation.
Yep, that's how Pi's life at the zoo was like. Now let's move on to event numero dos. Pi's name. Now Pi was named after a pool in France, so his name is Pisin. You can already imagine how tough school was for him with a name like that.
Okay, children. Now we'll take roll. King? Here. Kong? Here. Oshkosh? Here. Akala? Here. And Jorge? Here. Pissin.
Pissin what? A cup?
Here.
As you can see, school wasn't a walk in the park for Pi. So one day, he moved schools in order to prevent the torture, and he came up with his own name.
Oh no, the teacher's gonna say my name. What shall I do? I can't bear to be known as Pisin the Patel again. What shall I do? I know!
George, Clark, Piss.
My name is Pi Patel, and it's wonderful to be here.
This is what Pi does in all of his classes for the rest of the day. Right now, you're probably thinking our character can get anything uniquely wrong. But this brings us to the major event, number 3. Pi decides to follow 3 different religions because he says that you just simply want to love God.
I'm done.
The 3 religions that Pi followed were Christianity,
God shall forgive me for my sins.
Islam, and of course the religion he was born into, Hinduism.
I got nothing.
Pi continues to follow all 3 religions even after he was caught by a Christian priest a Hindu dude and a Muslim man, who were the ones teaching him about their religions without knowing about the other two religions of Pi.
Pi continues his daily life until one day his parents decide to sell the zoo because of India's political issues. Well, now, this brings us to event number 4 and part 2 of the book, Life of Pi. Back to you.
Part 2 of this book is the beginning of Pi's major, drastic confrontations with nature. This is when he goes aboard of the Asian version of Titanic. So one day, Pi's parents sell the zoo, and they go aboard of a Japanese cargo ship that is on its way to Canada. Pi, his mother, his older brother, and of course his father go on it, not knowing that this would be the last time they would see each other. The ship was going to sink. Oh no! The boat is sinking!
No! No, my friend! Don't let me go! No!
I'll never let go! No! Why? He owed me $5! He could have at least paid me and then died! No! Okay, it didn't really happen like that. It happened more like this. What's going on? And what was that sound I heard? I better go back. Oh no! The lower part of the ship is filled with water! Someone must have left the water running in the shower. I'll ask this guy. What's going on? That guy was talking so fast I couldn't understand him. I better go ask that guy. What's going on? Mama! Thank you for throwing me on this lifeboat.
Pi is thrown on a lifeboat, but not to save his life. This brings us to event number 5. Pi is stuck on the boat with a bunch of animals. So the reason that the two men threw Pi on the lifeboat was so that he could kill a hyena that had landed or slipped onto the lifeboat. Right after he lands on the lifeboat, a zebra comes flying onto the lifeboat and lands on his foot, breaking his leg. Pi also helps Richard Parker from drowning in the ocean. But this is not a good thing, because Richard Parker isn't a person. He is a 450-pound Bengal tiger. Immediately, as the tiger gets on the lifeboat, Pi attempts to shove him back in the water, but fails.
Okay. So now we know that Pi is in a lifeboat with a bloodthirsty hyena, an injured zebra with a broken leg, a 450-pound Bengal tiger, and an orangutan, each animal having their own traits. The tiger, of course, is a very dangerous one. Then there's a hyena, a blood-crazed animal, who kills the injured zebra alive. He eats it alive. Once he's tired of it, he moves on to the orangutan. The orangutan fights for its life, but it's no match for this animal. The hyena ends up biting the orangutan's head off and throwing it right on Pi's foot.
Pi is traumatized by what he is witnessing.
Man, this movie is great, and the 3D technology is awesome. Good thing it's just a movie and I'm not really on a boat. Ah! Oh, it's not a movie. It's real life. I think I need new pants. These were white when I got on the boat.
Richard Parker then emerges from his hideout after a couple of days and kills the hyena, triggering Pi's inner will for survival. He decides that he will not die in the sea and he makes his move.
First, Pi goes under the tarpaulin and finds a compartment filled with useful things.
found the box. It must be filled with things. Let's see what I can find to help me out. Man, top ramen, not even the spicy kind. Kill Bill, no Blu-ray? Sweater, this ain't like my Gucci one. Hammer, what do I look like, an immigrant? I don't do construction. Wallet, fake leather. A cell phone. Angry Birds, that's so last year. A guitar. I knew I should have taken those lessons from Mr. Mama.
Well, what Pi truly finds is some blankets, a first aid kit, food, fresh water, devices to make fresh water, and a survival guide among other things. Pi then makes a choice that will save his life. He at first plans to get rid of Richard Parker because he is afraid of him, but instead he does something else with the tiger.